Foxxtown, a city that pulses with life, a symphony of urban chaos and ambition. The streets thrum with energy. Neon signs paint the night sky. It's a place where dreams are chased and fortunes are made, but danger lurks around every corner. Survival in Foxxtown requires sharp instincts and an even sharper mind. The walls whisper stories of triumph and betrayal. Get ready to enter a world where the stakes are high and the consequences are even higher. At the heart of our story stands Ivan, a self-made entrepreneur with a mind as sharp as his tailored suits. His right hand, Marcus, is the epitome of cool confidence. And then there's Keisha, a woman as brilliant as she is beautiful. These three, bound by ambition and trust, form a formidable alliance. In Foxxtown, trust is more than just a word. It's a lifeline. Without trust, there is only suspicion, doubt, and the ever-present threat of betrayal. For Ivan, Marcus, and Keisha, their bond of trust is about to be put to the ultimate test.
Ivan's office was his sanctuary, a testament to his hard work and success. Yet tonight, the air felt different, heavy with an unseen tension. He couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. He reached for his glass of scotch, trying to quell the unease that coiled in his gut. A sharp buzz from his phone shattered the silence. He glanced at the screen, expecting a routine update. Instead, he was met with a message that sent a jolt of adrenaline through him. Watch your back. Not everyone in your circle is your friend.
The message was untraceable, a phantom whisper, a threat delivered from the shadows.
Ivan, never one to ignore a threat, instinctively moved towards action. He needed information, hard evidence, something concrete.
His mind, a steel trap for figures and statistics, began dissecting the reports, searching for any anomaly. And then he saw it. A discrepancy, seemingly insignificant, but to Ivan's trained eye, it was a blaring alarm. The more Ivan unearthed, the more apparent the betrayal became.
The realization hit him with the force of a physical blow.
His gaze fell on the framed photograph on his desk. A picture of him, Marcus, and Keisha. The weight of suspicion pressed down on him, suffocating him with its insidious tendrils.
I couldn't shake the unsettling feeling that had taken root in my gut.
Ivan pulled up the GPS tracker on his phone, a necessary precaution he'd insisted on for all team members. The tracker showed Keisha's location, a trendy cafe nestled in the heart of Foxxtown's vibrant art district.
I would expose their treachery and dismantle their carefully constructed facade. The cafe buzzed with the low hum of conversation.
And then he saw them, tucked away in a secluded corner booth.
I moved towards them, my footsteps muffled by the murmur of conversation.
He stopped just behind their booth, close enough to hear the low murmur of their voices.
We're in too deep now.
Keisha's voice, usually smooth as silk, was laced with a tremor of anxiety.
Relax, Keisha, it's almost over. Ivan suspects nothing.
Each word was a punch to Ivan's gut, a confirmation of the betrayal that had been slowly unfolding before his eyes.
My mind raced, piecing together the fragments of their conversation, searching for a way to turn the tables, to expose their treachery and reclaim what was rightfully mine. I had built my empire from the ground up, had fought tooth and nail for every inch of my success. I wouldn't let them take it from me, not without a fight. I slipped out of the cafe unnoticed, the weight of their betrayal a crushing burden on my shoulders. As I walked away, I pulled out my phone, dialing a number I knew by heart. Dre, we have a problem.
The city lights seemed to blur as Ivan walked, his mind consumed by the task at hand. He had always played by the rules, had believed in the power of hard work and loyalty. But Foxxtown had a way of changing the game, of forcing you to adapt or be destroyed. Tonight, the rules had changed. Tonight, Ivan was done playing the fool.
I would become the architect of my own justice, a force to be reckoned with in the concrete jungle of Foxxtown. The betrayal cut deep, but it had also ignited a fire within me, a burning desire for retribution that would consume all in its path. The game was on.
The weight of betrayal pressed down on Ivan, a physical sensation that made it hard to breathe. He walked the bustling streets of Foxxtown, the city's vibrant energy a stark contrast to the icy rage that pulsed through him. He could still hear Marcus's laughter, laced with deceit, and see the calculating glint in Keisha's eyes as they plotted against him.
But I was not a man to be broken. I was a builder, an architect of my own destiny, and I would rebuild stronger, more resilient than ever before.
He ducked into a secluded alleyway, the shadows a comforting cloak as he dialed Dre's number.
Dre, I need you. They dug their own graves, but I need your expertise to bury them.
Say no more, bro. I'm already one step ahead. Consider it handled.
Ivan could practically hear the click-clack of keys as Dre got to work, his fingers a blur as he weaved his magic on the keyboard. Dre was more than just a tech expert. He was a digital ghost, a phantom in the machine, leaving no trace of his presence as he moved through the virtual realm. With Dre on his side, Ivan knew he had the upper hand. Ivan retreated to his office. The sleek, modern space now felt tainted, the air thick with the stench of betrayal. Every surface, every object, seemed to whisper of Marcus and Keisha's treachery. He poured himself a glass of scotch, the amber liquid burning a familiar path down his throat, a momentary distraction from the storm raging within.
I watched as Dre, remotely accessing my system, worked his magic. Lines of code scrolled down the screen, a language I barely understood, yet the elegance of Dre's work, the precision with which he navigated the digital world, filled me with a sense of grim satisfaction.
It was like watching a master craftsman at work, every keystroke a testament to years of honed skill and unwavering focus. Dre was a digital archaeologist, unearthing the hidden trails of Marcus and Keisha's deceit. Bank statements, emails, text messages, all meticulously erased, scrubbed clean from existence. Yet their digital footprints remained, faint echoes in the vast expanse of cyberspace. And Dre, like a digital bloodhound, was sniffing them out, one by one. As hours turned into a relentless pursuit of digital justice, the evidence mounted. Shell corporations registered under false names, secret bank accounts in offshore havens. Every discovery a nail in the coffin of Marcus and Keisha's betrayal. Ivan watched, his anger a cold, steady flame, as Dre meticulously documented every transaction, every communication, building an ironclad case against them.
Confronting Marcus and Keisha directly would be a mistake. They would deny, deflect, and twist the narrative to their advantage. I need to expose them publicly, to strip away their carefully crafted facades and reveal them for the snakes they truly are. I need a stage, an audience, a spectacle that will shatter their carefully constructed world.
He contacted his lawyer, a woman known in Foxxtown as the Fixer, her reputation for ruthless efficiency preceding her.
I need you to draft an injunction, freeze their assets, shut down their operations, and make sure the press is there to witness their downfall.
Next, he called in a favor from a friend in the media, a shrewd journalist with a nose for scandal and a penchant for exposing the hypocrisy of Foxxtown's elite.
I have a story for you. Meet me at my club tomorrow night. Be ready for a show.
Finally, he contacted his security team, a group of imposing figures who moved with the quiet grace of panthers.
I need you to be at the Blueprint tomorrow night. Discreet, but prepared for anything.
As the night deepened, Ivan felt a sense of cold satisfaction settle over him. The wheels were in motion, the stage set for a reckoning that would send shockwaves through Foxxtown. The Blueprint, Ivan's exclusive nightclub, pulsed with its usual frenetic energy. The air throbbed with the latest hip-hop beats, the dance floor a sea of bodies moving in rhythmic unison. But tonight, beneath the surface of celebration, a current of anticipation thrummed. word had spread like wildfire. Tonight, Ivan was making a move.
Thinking. Marcus and Keisha holding court near the bar, their laughter echoing a little too loudly, their smiles a touch too wide. They're playing their parts, oblivious to the storm that's about to engulf them.
He caught Dre's eye across the room, a silent acknowledgement passing between them. The air crackled with unspoken tension, the calm before the storm. Ivan raised his glass, a silent toast to the downfall he had so meticulously orchestrated. The music stopped abruptly, plunging the club into an expectant hush. All eyes turned towards the stage as a spotlight illuminated a lone microphone. A collective gasp rippled through the crowd as Ivan, his face a mask of controlled fury, strode onto the stage.
Welcome to the Blueprint. Tonight, we're not just celebrating success, we're exposing the snakes hiding in our midst.
He laid out the evidence, point by point, his words like hammer blows dismantling their carefully constructed facade. He spoke of their deceit, their greed, their utter disregard for the loyalty and trust he had offered so freely. With each revelation, the crowd gasped, their whispers growing louder, their faces a mixture of shock and disgust. Marcus and Keisha, their faces ashen, started to protest, their words drowned out by the wave of anger and betrayal that washed over the club. They tried to flee, but Ivan's security team, their movements swift and silent, blocked their escape. The doors of the club swung open, revealing a phalanx of police officers, their expressions grim, their movements precise. The flashing lights of their cruisers painted the scene in an eerie glow as they moved in, placing Marcus and Keisha under arrest. As they were led away, their faces a mixture of fear and fury, Ivan watched, his gaze cold and unforgiving. He had exposed them, stripped them of their power and their freedom. They would face the full force of the law, their betrayal echoing through the halls of Foxxtown for years to come. Silence descended upon the Blueprint as swiftly as the music had ceased. The crowd, a mix of Foxxtown's elite and those aspiring to join their ranks, watched in stunned silence as Marcus and Keisha were escorted out, their expressions a potent cocktail of fear and fury. The air, thick with the aroma of expensive liquor and shattered dreams, crackled with a palpable tension. The spectacle, so meticulously orchestrated by Ivan, served as a stark reminder to everyone present. In Foxxtown, trust was a currency more valuable than gold, and betrayal carried a hefty price.
Tonight, I have shown you the consequences of such folly. I have exposed the snakes in our midst, not with violence or brute force, but with the sharp blade of truth, cutting through their web of deceit with surgical precision.
The weight of their betrayal, the sheer audacity of their actions still burned in his gut, a constant reminder of the fragility of trust. Yet, as he looked out at the faces before him, a sense of grim satisfaction settled over him. He had not succumbed to the darkness that threatened to consume him. He had met their betrayal with calculated resolve, dismantling their carefully constructed world with the same ruthlessness they had intended for him.
The city outside continues its relentless rhythm, oblivious to the drama that has unfolded within these walls. But within these walls, the air thrums with the aftermath, the echoes of betrayal and the promise of retribution lingering long after the last patrons have departed.
The days that followed were a whirlwind of activity. The media, fueled by the scandal Ivan had so deftly orchestrated, descended upon Foxxtown, dissecting every detail of the betrayal, analyzing every move Ivan made. Lawyers swarmed like vultures, eager to pick apart the remnants of Marcus and Keisha's empire, their carefully constructed web of deceit unraveling with each passing day.
I anticipated this storm, and I will weather it with the same quiet strength that has become my trademark.
Ivan knew that rebuilding his empire, regaining the trust that had been so carelessly shattered, would be a monumental task. But Ivan had never shied away from a challenge. He embraced it, channeling his anger and hurt into a steely resolve to emerge from the ashes stronger than ever before.
We'll ensure every trace of their treachery is erased, their digital fingerprints wiped clean from Foxxtown's history.
Ivan focused on his loyal team, the individuals who had stood by him through the storm. their unwavering support a beacon in the darkness. He sought out individuals who shared his vision, entrepreneurs with fire in their eyes and a hunger to leave their mark on Foxxtown, their ambition tempered by integrity and a deep-seated understanding of the city's unwritten code. News of Ivan's triumph against Betrayal spread through the streets of Foxxtown like wildfire. The city, a ruthless beast with a long memory, respected strength and decisiveness, especially when served with a side of calculated vengeance. The blueprint, once a symbol of ambition and success, now took on a new meaning, a testament to Ivan's resilience, his unwavering commitment to loyalty and justice.
I now find myself thrust into a new role, a leader not just in business but in the community.
Ivan embraced this responsibility, using his platform to inspire others, to share the lessons he had learned from the ashes of betrayal. He mentored young entrepreneurs, guiding them through the treacherous waters of Foxxtown's business world, instilling in them the importance of building a strong foundation on trust and integrity.
True power lies not just in wealth, but in the ability to uplift others, to create a legacy that extends beyond the balance sheet.
He invested in his community, supporting local initiatives and using his influence to create opportunities for those who had been marginalized and overlooked. As he walked the streets of Foxxtown, the city he had called home for so long, he felt a renewed sense of purpose. He was no longer just Ivan, the entrepreneur, the survivor. He was Ivan, the architect of his own destiny, a beacon of hope in a city that often seemed determined to extinguish any light that dared to shine too brightly. Years later, the blueprint still stood tall amidst the ever-changing landscape of Foxxtown. The music had evolved, the clientele had shifted, but the club's core identity remained, a testament to ambition, resilience, and the enduring power of trust. Ivan, his hair now streaked with silver, but his gaze as sharp as ever, still held court from his usual booth, a silent guardian watching over his empire.
I have learned from the ultimate betrayal, have emerged from the fire forged anew. The experience has tempered my spirit, has taught me to trust my instincts, to surround myself with those who share my values, and to never, ever underestimate the power of loyalty.
Foxxtown, too, had learned from Ivan's story. The city, once a breeding ground for cutthroat ambition and ruthless betrayal, had begun to shift, to embrace a new generation of leaders who understood that true success lay not in crushing your enemies, but in empowering your allies. And so, the legacy of the blueprint lived on. A beacon in the heart of Foxxtown, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, trust could be rebuilt, loyalty could prevail, and the human spirit, like the city itself, had an unyielding capacity for reinvention and renewal.